do this. Whew! Share screen. There! Hello everybody! Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat, and it's my pleasure and privilege to share with you this afternoon, and talagang kinakabahan ako, pero kaya natin to. Kasi nung sinabi nga ni Mommy na mag-share, iniisip ko, ano bang isi-share ko? And actually, even before pa, pag tinatanong din ako nila, Tita Duby, nila Tito Jerry, kung gusto ko daw bang mag-share sa partners training, kinakabahan talaga ako. And ito po yung very first time, and this is me stepping out of my comfort zone. So, magandang hapon po ulit. So, introduce ko lang yung sarili ko. My name is Chai Santiago Gamo, and by profession, I am a financial coach. But my favorite roles in life are the following. So I am also a wife to my loving and super pogging husband. Yeah. And I'm also, of course, a daughter to my amazing and super loving parents. And I'm also a sister. So apat kaming magkakapatid. Nag-expand na kami ng nag-expand kasi unti-unting nag-aasawa, ganyan. And I am a soon-to-be mother! Ayan. So, sobrang laki na ng tiyan ko, no? In a few weeks, hopefully, we can already give birth to a healthy baby girl. Ayan. So, ang topic ko for this afternoon is entitled Growing Outside Your Comfort Zone, Pursuing Significance Over Success. And before I go to the main part, I want to introduce a concept to you. Siguro yung iba sa inyo familiar na, yung iba first time nyo tong maririnig. But the concept is called Ikigai. Sige nga, pakitype nga sa chat box natin. Kung familiar kayo sa concept na to, maybe you can type it there. Yes, I'm familiar. Yan, Ikigai. Alright, ayan. So the concept Ikigai, ano ba yun? Bakit may biglang Japanese word, no? Yan. So for those of you who don't know, Ikigai is a Japanese concept that means a reason for being. And it refers to having a direction and purpose in life which makes one's life worthwhile. And it's parang sabi nga nila, a sense of meaning to life, a reason for being. And it's what gets you up every morning and keeps you going. Yung tanong sa Tito Bobet, Iki, guys. Ayan. So yung tanong 'di ba sa commercial, para kanino ka bumabangon? Yan ang Ikigai. So anong significance nito sa isa-share ko today? So our journey outside our comfort zone should be something meaningful. Kumbaga, if we're going to step outside our comfort zones anyway, i-pursue na natin yung something that will really give us a meaningful life, diba? And ito yung itsura niya. Ito yung illustration. It's the convergence of your passion, your mission, your vocation, and your profession. So it's intersection siya ng what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. And sabi nila, so based on research, sa isang lugar sa Japan, I think it's in Okinawa, nandun yung record ng pinakamaraming centenarian. So yung may pinakamaraming mga nabubuhay more than 100 years old. So meron ba sa inyo yung gustong mag-live too long pero meaningful ang life? I-type nyo nga dyan, I wanna live a long and meaningful life. And yun nga, sabi nila, parang based on research, yung mga centenarians na yun, one of the common things among them is that they pursue their ikigai. Or kumbaga, alam nila yung ikigai nila. And that's the kind of life that they are living. Yan. So I'm sure lahat tayo, no, we want to live a long and meaningful life. Pero how do we pursue that? And is it that simple? And I'm sure maraming mga tao, we cannot pursue what we really want. Kumbaga, pwedeng you are, babalikan ko yung, yan. Pwedeng pinipursue mo yung passion mo. It's something you're good at. It's something that you love. Pero hindi ka kumikita. 'Di ba? And kaya maraming mga tao nahihirapan i-pursue yung passion kasi pag pinag-usapan ng responsibilities, parang imposible naman na puro passion lang. Meron ding ibang mga tao, they pursue what they love and it's what the world needs. They pursue a mission. But again, on a more practical note, hindi pwedeng puro mission kasi paano ka kakain, di ba? Or yung iba, stress na stress sa trabaho, maganda nga yung kinikita, maganda yung posisyon, pero hindi naman nila love yung ginagawa nila and hindi naman necessarily something that the world needs. So yung ikigai talagang, it's the sweet spot. It's where we experience yung convergence nga nung passion mo, mission mo, profession mo, and vocation. So how do we get to that? So let me share with you my own story. Growing up, I've always been the type of person na talagang fixated on accomplishing things. I was a student council president. I graduated as the class valedictorian in high school. In college, I was active in different organizations. On top of that, I was also a consistent dean's lister. So talagang I look at life in one direction, and ang direction lang talaga is you have to be successful. Parang yun lang. Parang yun ang calling ni Lord para sa'yo. You have to be successful. And in order for you to be successful, you have to make sure na yung background mo, yung kumbaga ginagawa mo prior to getting into a job will add up para kumbaga pag kumuha ng trabaho, maganda agad yung maging posisyon mo and maging successful ka agad. So, back in college, I took up engineering. So, I don't know when was the last time I said my course, but I'm a graduate of manufacturing engineering and management with specialization in biomedical engineering. Grabe, di ba? Ang haba. And kasing haba ng course ko, ng course title ko yung course ko, 5 years din yung course ko, considering TRISEM kami sa Lasal, and parating binabanggit ng parents ko to. Haba-haba ng course ko. But right after I graduated, I actually did not pursue engineering. So, what happened? Yan na nga. Bakit ako nag-engineering muna? So yun nga, ang belief ko was that if I follow the footsteps of my parents, bilang pareho silang engineers, nakikita ko na yung sarili ko na magiging successful din ako in the future. Makakabili ako ng sarili kong kotse, may magandang trabaho, makakapag-travel ako, makakapagpatayo agad ako ng bahay. Yan yung thinking ko. Sabi pa ng nanay ko, i-take mo yung biomedical engineering kasi sa Intel ngayon, ano na rin yan, isa na yan sa mga parang ni-research, ganyan, maganda yung future niyan. So, okay naman, sunod naman ako kasi nga, unique yung course. It might be in demand kasi konti lang kami. So, sumunod ako sa nanay ko. And right after I graduated, I was actually, anong tawag dito? Kumbaga, chosen out of the thousands of fresh grad who applied for this. So, yung Nestle Mile, it's a parang leadership excellence program siya. Kumbaga, creme de la creme ng iba't ibang schools na mga fresh grad ang pinipili. So, ang daming applicants niyan. Puro mga top of top of the class na students. And out of the thousands of students that were handpicked, I was one of them. I think nasa 30 lang kami. So I got into this program. And sabi ko sa nanay ko, Mommy, wala akong ibang gustong applyan after ko mag-graduate kundi Nestle. Kasi talagang na-in love ako sa kung aning ginagawa ng company, etc. We were immersed. And so I told my mom the truth. I graduated in 2012, October. Sabi ko, Mommy, ang problema ko lang, yung start ng employment, parang June 2013 pa. So ang tagal nung parang tenga time, tambay lang, ganyan. And to my surprise, yung nanay ko, sabi niya, okay lang yun, sige, magpahinga ka, pero habang nagpapahinga ka, kailangan mag-attend ka ng mga financial coaching ng IMG para alam mo, para magka-idea ka na kung anong gagawin mo sa pera mo pag nagtatrabaho ka na. So, di ba, kung ikaw yun, tapos hindi ka pressured to get into a job, syempre, ano mo yun, kakagatin mo yun, di ba? Tapos may ano pa ako, konting allowance from IMG pag nagtrabaho din ako. So, the waiting period, which was October to June, actually turned out to be my turning point. So, in 2013, February, merong convention si IMG sa Singapore. And itong time na to, buong pamilya namin sinama ng nanay ko. Tapos, so lahat kami nag-attend ng convention. And of course, as we all know, di ba, one of our favorites, ako personal favorite ko, one of our favorite speakers during conventions is Rex Mendoza. And it was actually my first time to hear him. Pero grabe na yung impact niya sa buhay ko. Kaya kahit ang tagal-tagal na nung story na to, hindi ako nagsasawang ikwento. So, he was the first speaker. And naalala ko yun, nakahilera kami, yung buong pamilya namin, nakahilera, isang linya lang. Kuya ko, asawa niya, yung mga kapatid ko, basta lahat kami nandun din sa convention. Tapos sabi ni Boss Rex, I want all of the full-timers to stand up. Tapos yung nanay ko, sinilip niya ako. Sabi niya, uy, tumayo ka, full-time ka, wala kang trabaho, diba? Parang ako, ha? Since when ako naging full-time? Pero okay, sige, wala namang mawawala sa akin. And you know how it's like when a person is about to say something important, di ba pinapatayo? Pag importante yung isang bagay, papatayon so that they can emphasize it. And ibig sabihin nun, they really wanna talk to you. So tumayo naman ako. And then si Boss Rex, he went on with, yes, Tita Matin, very coachable, di ba? So tumayo ako, tapos si Boss Rex, he went on with a story. Sabi niya, all of you who are standing up, I want you to imagine that you are in the middle of a desert. Yan. So, ito, desierto. Ganyan lang. Ito pa lang nakita nyo, desierto. So, this story is called The Sin of the Desert. So, sabi niya, I want you to imagine that you are in the middle of the desert with the people you love, with people who matter to you, with people you care for. And for many days na nagta-travel kayo, wala na, naubos na yung resources nyo. Until finally, ikaw, humiwalay ka at naglakad-lakad ka, nakita mo yung oasis. So, ang tanong ko sa'yo, so my question to you is, what will you do with the oasis? Will you share it or will you keep it to yourself? So, at the back of my head, I was thinking, of course, I will share it. Obvious ba? Ayoko namang ako lang ang mag-isang mabuhay sa desert, diba? So, anong point? And he went on saying, I want you to know that IMG is the oasis of financial literacy. So, nung time na yun, parang ako, wow, ang bigat. Parang for some reason, parang ako talaga yung kausap niya or kinakausap ako ni Lord at sinasabi niya sa akin na you have to share this. You have to share this. You can't keep this to yourself. And nung time po kasi na yun, imagine that was already October to February. Sumasama-sama ako kay Mami pumunta ng Makati office. Gigising ng maaga all the way from Cavite. Nakikinig ako sa mga kinakausap nila or pag meron silang kino-coach sa festival mall, sasama ako dyan, ganyan. And I've been seeing them talk to people with different money problems or different money concerns. And hearing this story from Boss Rex, syempre na-compel ako kasi nakikita ko na totoo talaga that IMG is an oasis of financial literacy because there's nothing like what we do. So, nung time na yon, ayan na. The dilemma. Okay? The great dilemma. Kasi that was February, so I had March, April, May, June to decide whether I will pursue an engineering career or be a financial coach. And nung time na yon, yung parang interview sa Nestle was May magsa-start. So, nung in-interview na ako, ganyan na, and I was deciding, yung nung timeline na yun, I started sharing. So, pag uwi namin ng Pilipinas, syempre, di ba, parang kasalanan na hindi ko i-share. Narinig ko pa yung story, tas wala naman akong ginawa. So, I started sharing IMG to my friends, pakonti-konti, ganyan. Pero hindi pa talaga serious. Parang, ma-share lang, ganyan. And then, in May, when I was interviewed for Nestle, yung position na binigay sa akin, walang kinalaman sa course ko at wala po talaga akong alam. It was about supply chain. And ako, hindi ako mabola na tao. And my friends know this, my family knows this. Very, very straightforward talaga ako. Hindi ako magsisinungaling. Hindi ako marunong palusot, ganyan. So, nung tinatanong ako about supply chain, parang iniisip ko na hindi ko makukuha yung trabaho na to kasi wala akong alam sa supply chain. As in zero. Tapos nung tinanong nila ako, so what do you know about supply chain? What's your background? As in sabi talaga, to be very honest with you, I don't know anything about supply chain. I just know supply and demand. Parang, yung interview na yun, syempre, management trainee. Ibig sabihin, after mong matanggap, iti-train ka nila, pagkatapos ng training, managerial position ka na kaagad. Fresh grad, imagine nyo. So, hindi siya joke. Hindi siya yung parang, hindi pwedeng ang sagot mo, hindi mo alam kung ano yung supply chain. So, in short, hindi ko po nakuha yung trabaho. And, I took it as a sign. I took it as a sign from God na maybe it was also an excuse, but I took it as a sign na sige, baka gusto ni Lord i-pursue ko yung pagiging financial coach. And during that time, it was a very difficult decision for me kasi number one, di ba? Obvious naman, if I pursue an engineering job, I will have a fixed income, may company benefits ako, meron akong business travels, and career growth, di ba? Parang mas clear yung magiging path ko. But if I pursue being a financial coach, wala akong fixed income, wala akong company benefits, wala akong stability kasi depende sa'yo. Wala naman akong background about business. So, parang back to scratch talaga siya. But I took the leap of faith. And nung time na yan, naalala ko yung may isang talk sa feast na parang paulit-ulit yung message na if you pursue significance over success, success will just follow. So, parang ako, siguro ito na yung sinasabi ni Lord na pursue significance over success. And from 2013 to early 2017, I was doing IMG but with a part-time mentality because I was also an active youth minister. So, I was being sent to different places. Alam ni Mami yan, pag simula ng mga bandang Feb or December pa nga December hanggang June, puro youth camp. Tapos June hanggang December, IMG. So parang kalahati lang ng taon talaga yung IMG. Minsan, pag pinapadala pa sa kung saan-saan, mas lalong mahahating oras. Until 2017, I finally decided to get out of my comfort zone and binitawan ko yung pagiging youth minister. I really love the youth and I really thank God for bringing me to IMG kasi siguro kung hindi ako nag-IMG, hindi rin ako makakapag-serve. But then, during that time, I felt that God was already nudging me towards a different direction. And ito nga, I took the leap of faith. And I decided I will do IMG full-time. So in 2017, that was the first time I took this photo. Nung time na yon, suntok sa buwan, wala akong team kasi by the way, for those of you who don't know, when I started in IMG, I was an instant SMD. So it was actually a struggle for me kasi syempre wala akong alam about handling people, wala akong alam about doing things the right way because immediately SMD na kaming magkapatid, di ba? Pero 2015, I was able to promote 2 SMDs. Tama, 2014 pala, we were able to promote 2 SMDs. Pero nung time na nag-decide na ako mag-full-time, yung isa kong SMD, lumipad na siya papunta ng Norway. So, nawala sila pareho. Tapos yung isa, umuwi na siya ng Cebu. Tapos nag-resign na siya completely from everything that he was doing. So, parang ito, suntok sa buwan niya ang pangangarap na yun kasi wala talaga akong team. But, like everything else and everyone else, diba, we have to start small. So, I started really getting out of my comfort zone. So, that's when I decided to create my own Facebook page. Diba, ang ambisyosa ko lang, Chay Santiago Financial Coach, wala ka namang likes, hindi ka naman kilala, wala kang background, pero nilagay ko financial coach. So, talagang courage zone. And then I started receiving messages. Ang dami na biglang mga taong nag-reach out, ganyan, hanggang sa nag-grow yung community. And then, in 2018, I started vlogging kahit wala rin po talaga akong idea about vlog and parang simple lang, ganyan. And then, in the same year, we also started the Investing Millennials group. So that was us when we started. So talagang it was a journey towards my courage zone. Kasi diba sabi ko nga kanina, sabi ni Lord, my blessings for you are outside your comfort zone. So, if I was really serious, kailangan kong mag-isip din ng paraan on how I can grow. Kasi I'm starting from scratch. Never kong na-experience magkaroon ng colleagues. Diba? Yung mga katrabaho mo na-invite mo sa, sa financial coaching. Wala akong ganon. And yung mga college friends ko, ang hirap din i-invite kasi syempre, kilala nila na engineer ka, bakit ka nagtuturo ng financial literacy? Anong alam mo? So it was really difficult for me. So I had to think of ways kung paano ko mag-grow din yung mga taong pwede kong ma-reach out. And then, totoo talaga na ang blessings bigla na lang bumubuhos when we really follow wherever it is that God leads us. And in 2018, I was also invited to be one of the speakers in Tirigma Conference Cebu. And that's actually where I met my recently promoted SMD, si Julie. Shout out to Julie! Ayan, tsaka sila Nietzsche. Yung mga Cebu friends niya. Yan. So, bumuhos po talaga yung blessings. And then, last year, of course, I was also part of the speakers here in Manila, KCON Manila. So, nung time na yan, talagang no doubt that this is where God wants me to be. And parati kong pinanghahawakan yung verse na to sa John 15 verse 5. Diba? Sabi niya, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. And I believe that wherever it is that God plants us, if that's where He really wants us to be, makikita po natin yun sa kung ano yung fruits ng labor natin, ng kung ano man yung ginagawa natin. And, obvious naman na meron talaga siyang fruits. So, hindi na ako nag-doubt. But then, at the back of my mind, I was thinking, Lord, bakit ang daming ang blessings. Okay naman, parang nagpo-provide ka naman ng um, ng provisions and all that, nag-grow naman din ako. Pero bakit yung dream ko na maging green jacket, na maging CEO, maging EVC, kung ano-ano pang posisyon, ganyan, bakit hindi siya nangyari? Bakit hindi ako magkaroon ng team, ganyan? So, I was asking God talaga, ano bang kulang? So, I realized, in the beginning of the year, yan. In the beginning of the year, I realized, all this time I thought I was actually pursuing significance. All this time, I thought my heart was pure, and I thought that I had the right intentions. But in the beginning of the year, it was the only time that I realized mali pala yung intentions ko. I still wanted to become successful because I wanted to prove something. Wait! Parang I wanted to prove something kasi syempre nga parang nag-start ka from zero. And instant SMD ka, ganyan. Yung parang feeling mo lahat ng na-experience mo kasi binigay lang sa'yo or because you're in your comfort zone. Parang ganyan. So, in the beginning of the year, I had to make this hard decision to tell my parents na, Mommy, Daddy, ayoko na mag-pursue ng mga kung ano-anong promotion sa IMG. Basta gagawin ko pa rin siya, magtuturo pa rin ako, hindi naman ako titigil sa pagiging financial coach. Pero ayoko na nung mga green jacket run, blah, blah, blah. As in, inalis ko talaga siya sa dream board. Wait. Yan. So, this is our dream board. Wala siya sa dream board namin. Yan. And then, maybe God saw what is in my heart. And when I finally decided to just really do it out of mission, wala na yung mga kung ano-anong prestige or pag-pursue ng position or whatever, that's when it all happened. So, pray. As in, mag-pray lang tayo sa kung ano yung desire ni God for us. As in, every night I would ask Him, and I would even ask my husband, so what's next kaya? Like, if I don't pursue any other position in IMG, then I'm forever in SMB. Ano ngayon? What's next for me? So, dasal ng dasal, and persistent talaga in doing the mission. Until finally, I went back to this. Parang, kasi syempre kina-question ko na, diba? Dito ba talaga ako gusto ni Lord? Kasi, parang, lahat na, yung mga nauna, nalampasan na ako, parang may ganong feeling. So, dito ba talaga ako gusto ni Lord? But then, I went back to this, kasi tinuturo namin to sa millennials and money din. And then, wala talagang question. This is where God wants me because I love teaching, I love people, I love listening. Financial literacy is something that the world needs. And being a financial coach is something we can be paid for, diba? So, bakit ko ba paulit-ulit kina-question? So, I did it pa rin. I continued doing it. And then, nung nag-lockdown, parang, nag-lockdown na. Buti na lang. Somehow, it was my strength din naman to do online coaching. Kasi even before the lockdown, marami na rin akong mga clients that I do one-on-one with online. So, that's what I continued to do. And ngayon, I want to share with you how did I actually grow outside my comfort zone and move, ito na talaga, legit na, move from success to significance. Kasi ako parang naniniwala na talaga ako at na-prove ko na rin to that when we really pursue yung pag-help ng mga tao sincerely, the rest will just follow. The green jacket will just follow. The position, the prestige, the rewards, everything else will just follow when we really do things from the heart. So I'm going to be sharing with you 7 things very quickly on how I was able to grow outside my comfort zone. Ayan. Number 1, of course, have a mission that motivates the purpose of your life. So, di ba marami na posible naman na hindi lahat tayo tinatawag ni Lord for this. Maybe some of us are being called to, I don't know, something else, be a preacher or something. Kasi wala namang one size fits all. Hindi naman pwedeng lahat ng ginawa ni Lord ay maging financial coach, diba? We have to accept that. But, yun, importante that we really find the mission that God wants us to do. And the whole, yun nga, ever since the beginning naman, I don't think it was an accident when I heard Boss Rex share about the sin of the desert. And every single day, I talagang nagpapasalamat ako kay Lord kasi binigay niya sa akin yung mission na to. And even if, sabi nga ni Ma'am Divine, parang, di ba, karamihan sa atin, when we have PT, actually, kaya for the longest time, natatakot ako mag-share kasi sinasabi nila, kailangan may big why ka, kailangan malalim yung hugot mo para maging successful ka, etc., etc. Eh, paano kung wala naman po talaga akong problema in life and I thank God for that. I mean, I don't have parents to feed. I don't have big responsibilities to take care of. So, parang wala po ako yung maalaala mo kaya na kind of drama. So, ang hirap talaga noon na mag-imbento ng big why. But sabi nga ni Ma'am Divine, and sobrang nakaka-relate ako sa kanya, sabi niya, I may not have a big why, but I know that I have a big heart for this mission. And feeling ko it's the same for me. I may not have that kind of maalaala mo kaya levels na big why, but I know for a fact that I love this mission and I will live the rest of my life at ang mga anak ko, malalaman din nila kung gaano ko ka-love yung mission na to. And hanggang forever, kasi basta, alam nyo naman yun. It's such a beautiful mission that we have. It's a beautiful mission that we get to change lives. So yan, have a mission. Number 2, of course, we hear this all the time. Submit to a system. Follow the system, diba? So, yung mga naging successful na, yun na yun eh, pare-pareho sila na ginagawa. Kukopyahin na lang natin. And, parang, nung una matigas talaga yung ulo ko kasi syempre tatay ko, parang, merong, at the back of my head, merong resistance na, ang kulit, attend ka ng meeting. Pero parang ako, anong tawag doon? Pregnancy brain. Basta parang on-off, ganyan. Mag-attend, hindi, ganyan. Pero this year, talagang paulit-ulit sinasabi ng tatay ko sa akin, mag-attend ka ng meeting, mag-attend ka ng leaders call, mag-attend ka ng SMB meeting, etc., etc. Sorry, guys. Ano ba tayo? Yan. Or, lahat daw. Attend na mo yung meeting. Bakit ayaw niya mag-off? Sorry. Yon. Diba? Attend all of the trainers academy, mag-qualify ka, etc. So, syempre, wala man akong choice. And actually, nung nag-start yung year, medyo feeling ko sobrang tamad, naging tamad ako. And nagigilty ako kasi nung nag-lockdown, yung husband ko, sobrang sipag, as in 8 a.m. pa lang gigising na siya, ganyan. Tapos parang ako nasa bed pa hanggang mga 9 or 10 a.m. Hindi ko naman excuse yung pagiging buntis, pero parang narealize ko, ang tamad ko, ganyan, hanggang sa realize ko, alam nga naman, ganito lang yung gawin ko buong lockdown. So, nag-start ako mag-attend ng leaders call, ng partners training, SMD meetings, etc. And even if paulit-ulit yung sinasabi, it is only now that I realized na may purpose pala yun. Kasi every time they repeat it, we get something new. And we learn something new hanggang sa tayo din mismo ina-apply na natin siya, diba? And part of it, we all know this, yung 30 days fast start checklist. So, yun talaga, hindi yun sasabihin sa atin ng mga leaders natin, ng mga coaches natin for no reason. They share it to us because it really works. Diba? Yun talaga yung key. And then, number 3, write down your action steps. So, if you have, parang create a plan. Diba? And if meron kang bagong goal, create that. So, ako, parang hindi ko naman goal maging green jacket, but it became my goal to reach out to more people, especially during the pandemic. So, parang naging result na lang rin yung pagkakaroon nga ng promotion and all that. Kasi, merong bite-sized goals na ginawa. And sinishare din namin to sa Investing Millennials group, yung pag-create ng declaration. So, yun, I really practice that personally. Yung talagang kumakausap ako araw-araw ng bagong tao, kahit isa o dalawa lang yan, para hindi ako nawawala ng activities. And may timeline. Tapos yun nga, nakatulong din na meron tayong Trainers Academy each month, yung merong run for the pins. Kasi parang yun yung nagiging time frame na fina-follow, di ba? And of course, hindi pwedeng walang sinasacrifice. So actually, si Mommy, kinukwentuhan ko to minsan pag nag-rant ako about time management. Kasi yung husband ko, parang he really values time. Time ang love language niya. So, nung una, parang nahirapan ako sabihin sa kanya na may meeting ako sa gabi, may financial coaching kami ng Investing Millennials, ganyan. Kasi nga, gusto niya sabay kaming nagde-dinner, etc. Pero sabi, di ba, walang success na walang sacrifice. So, we also had to come up with our compromise. And actually, parang naisip ko nga, swerte pa ako kasi yung ibang mga naririnig kong nagsishare ng run nila for green jacket, talagang hindi na nakaka-uwi or madaling araw umuuwi from their field training. Samantalang ako, nasa bahay lang naman ako, ganyan, di ba? So, the sacrifice that I had to make was somehow lighter compared to everyone else. So, I think it also applies to all of us who are listening now, di ba? Kaya din maraming napopromote because we're able to maximize our time at home with family. And hindi ganun kalaki yung sacrifice na binibigay natin. So, we have to make the most out of this. And then number 4, yan, leverage on your strengths and the strengths of your team. So, why am I saying that this is outside of my comfort zone? Ako yung tipo ng tao that I really like doing things in a certain way. Sobrang OC ko, as in, parang, basta, parang sakit ko siya na kailangan ako gumawa ng lahat para standards ko, ganyan. Pero I realized that the only way that we can really grow faster is when we act together with our team. 'Di ba? Parang when we make ourselves more duplicatable and simplehan na rin natin. And wag tayong matakot to delegate and to ask for help from our team members. And later I'll share more about this as an actual experience. Yan. And then number 5, discipline yourself physically and emotionally. Always lead by example and always be positive. Kasi talagang matetest yung character din natin dito sa IMG with all of the people that we meet each day, yung mga rejections natin, yung mga kumbaga vitamins that we take every day from the people that we meet, 'di ba? That's us being pushed out of our comfort zones, and I don't think there will be success or we will experience significance if we're not willing to be transformed. As in, kung yung character natin, hindi natin hahayaan mabago ng mga tao sa paligid natin, I don't think we can grow. So, this is really an important part, that we discipline ourselves to stay positive, to always look at the bright side kahit parang nasasaktan ka na or nahihirapan ka na, 'di ba? And eventually, yung mga rejections, magiging natural na parte na lang talaga siya ng day-to-day life natin. Especially kapag alam mo na nagmamahal ka ng mga tao. Parang ganun talaga, 'di ba? We really grow with IMG and with the mission that we do. And then number 6, be patient with your progress. I have to tell myself this all the time. Kasi yun nga, parang ilang taon na, tagal-tagal ko nang ginagawa yung IMG, pero parang ngayon lang na-promote and all that. And lahat tayo may kanya-kanyang oras, may kanya-kanyang timing. And ang importante, and we always hear this from different people, diba? Just stay long enough. Just stay long enough. And if you can, stay forever. Don't just stay long enough. Stay forever. Kasi wala tayong ibang pupuntahan kundi yung success talaga and yung significance talaga. Just as long as we stay. So yan. Things take time. Hindi naman tayo monggo na mabilisan lang parate tas namamatay. Mangga tayo, 'di ba? That we plant mango seeds, and it takes time before we can harvest it, but once we start harvesting, talagang tuloy-tuloy, hindi na natatapos. And lastly, ito na, magmahal ka lang kasi I think this was the biggest factor din kung bakit ako na natatakot before to build a team, to duplicate, to train other people. Kasi natatakot talaga akong magmahal din. Natatakot akong maging responsible for the lives of other people, for their success. Parang para sa akin, okay na yung maturuan ko sila at mag-guide, tapos na, ganyan. But IMG is more than that. IMG is really about doing life with people. And when we do life with people, that's when we love them the most. So, ayan, this is last few slides na, no? Bakit ba ako nandito pa? Bakit ako nagsistay? And bakit ibang level yung belief ko in IMG? It's this. I always hold on to this. When you impact the life of one person, you impact the lives of an entire generation. So, diba, parang this isn't our comfort zone, but thank God, because it's not just a comfort zone. It's the place where we can create an impact, not just to the life of one person, but to the lives of an entire generation. How can I say this? I am a product of that impact. Kasi nagsimula sa parents ko, and it was passed on to us. And ngayon that we're having our own families, like magkaka-baby si Audrey, 'di ba? May pamangkin na ganyan. Definitely wala nang darating na generation sa pamilya namin na maghihirap or yung hindi marunong humawak ng pera ng maayos. So, isn't this a beautiful family or mission to be part of? And ang galing lang kasi kumbaga we don't get to impact just one life or one generation. We like ako, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for these beautiful people. So silang talagang weekly mini-meet namin. Pag may time din si Dads, mini-meet namin, team huddles and all. Na parang kumbaga pinadala na ni Lord. Binigay niya bilang pamilya so that I could also pay it forward and create the same impact in their lives. So, to those of you who are feeling weak or yung parang feeling nyo for the longest time, walang fruits or walang parang pinatutunguhan yung hard work that you're doing, that's false. That's not true. Kasi, di ba, parang if we go back to what I said earlier, kahit isang tao nga lang yung ma-impact mo, malaking bagay na yun. But in IMZ, we don't just get to impact one life. We get to impact so many lives. And that's why I love doing this. That's why I know for a fact that I'm going to live the rest of my life doing this mission. And ang galing ni Lord kasi when I met them, wala naman akong parang idea kung sino talaga sila. Because most of them I just met online. Pero now, they've become my family. And sila talaga yung tumulong din para ma-achieve namin yung green jacket. Nakakatawa kasi nung day ng deadline, talagang para kaming nasa basketball match na nagbibilangan ng points. Ilan na lang yung points na kulang, ganyan. And it was really some teamwork. And siguro yung nakaka-amaze lang is in a short span of time, you know that you've already created an impact when they become so willing to help you also achieve your dreams. Kasi yun nga, parang never ako nag-declare sa team na I want to be a green jacket, ganyan. Pero sabi na, di-declare mo. Pero di-declare ko 5 days before our deadline. Would you believe 5 days? And in 5 days, kulang pa kami ng mga 20 plus members and 30 plus na Kaiser or na own. But when I declared to the team, grabe sila mag-love. Parang dun mo din mafe-feel na you've already imparted something in them because they've already become so willing to help you as well. So shout out to my family. Thank you. Sobrang love ko kayo, alam niyo yan. And ayan na, 'di ba? Finally this became a reality or under verification. But we finished it last August 11. Ano ba yan? Ang dami kong iyak, nakakainis. Anyway, so ito na, no, my new goal is no longer to become green jacket, CEO, ganyan. I mean, of course, I would want those positions, but it's no longer the end goal. The goal is to be able to pass on the mission mentality to to these people, for them to be able to pass on the same mentality to other people. And para sa akin, that's the new meaning of building people. It's about sharing the oasis. It's about making sure that they see the level of impact that they can create in the lives of other people as well. And every single day, at para sa inyong lahat din na nakikinig na ginagawa niyo rin yung IMG, let's thank God. Let's thank God for this beautiful privilege to change other people's lives. Kasi there's nothing like this. Diba? We can be successful outside. Pwedeng, diba, magtrabaho tayo, mabili natin kung ano-anong sasakyan gusto natin, bahay, etc. But nothing compares. Nothing compares when we're able to create change or be a change maker in the lives of other people. So remember this: God has beautiful plans for you. You just need to trust His timing and His plans. Pwedeng ngayon, takot ka pa, or ang dami mong doubts, ang dami mong fears, ang dami mong worries, kung dito ka ba talaga ng tawag ni Lord, or maybe a lot of things are holding you back from pursuing His calling for your life, or hirap ka pang lumabas sa comfort zone mo. I want to encourage you to just take the leap of faith. Kasi hindi ka naman papabayaan ni Lord, and in His time, He will make all things beautiful for you. And I just want to end with this. This is my life chapter, yung buong Psalm 23, but this is my favorite line in Psalm 23. Why would I fear the future? Surely your goodness and love will pursue me all the days of my life. When we feel so afraid, when we feel like we don't know if things are gonna work out for us, tatandaan lang natin parati, mahal tayo ng Diyos, and hindi niya tayo papabayaan, and He will just continue to give us the best version of our dreams. So, kapit lang and tuloy-tuloy lang natin gawin yung IMG mission. So, that's all! Nag-OT na din ako! Thank you!